Being a professional athlete requires you to be in the best shape of your entire life. For NBA players, running back and forth across the court requires a ton of endurance along with some speed. While there are several players who are the definition of peak fitness levels, guys like Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, there are also several players who do not look the part of a pro athlete. Welcome back to our channel, where today we're going to be going over some NBA players who have gotten rather fat over the course of their career. Sit back and enjoy. First up, Nikola Jokic. It's pretty wild to think that the back-to-back NBA MVP winner is one of the biggest players in the game. Jokic is a giant 6'11" and a whopping 284 pounds. When you put that into perspective, it's really impressive how he can be so dominant and out of shape at the same time. If you've never watched basketball before, you would think that the Serbian native is quite unintimidating, given how he always looks so relaxed and doesn't look like he's in the best shape. Yet once the ball is in his hands, it's clear that he's one of the most talented players in the league. Jokic is already being considered as one of the greatest passing centers of all time and is doing things that we've never seen from someone that big. Jokic is one of the main reasons why the Denver Nuggets are considered potential title contenders year in and year out. If he continues to play at the same level throughout his career, which it looks like he will, everyone will forget just how massive of a man Jokic is. Next up, Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph was one of the most dominant big men during his time with the Memphis Grizzlies, and he certainly put the big in big man. Randolph stood at 6 feet and 9 inches and was an impressive 250 pounds. He certainly was not going to win any bodybuilding competitions by any means, but he was able to use his massive frame to his advantage. He would use his weight to muscle his way down low and get good looks basically whenever he wanted. Randolph would go on to be a 3-time All-Star during his very long 18-year career. Despite not having much of a vertical or height on his jump shots due to his massive weight, Randolph was able to use his strength to his advantage, considering he was stronger than most players at his position. One can only imagine how impressive Randolph could have been if he had slimmed down just a little bit and used his head more when he was on the court. Next up, Zion Williamson. You had to know he would be on this list. Zion is by far one of the biggest players in the league today, listed at 6'7" and a massive 300 pounds. Zion entered the league at around 280, but has just continued to increase his weight each year, and not in a positive way. Zion has been suffering from a foot injury for over a year now, and has been asked to slim down some so that he can get the proper surgery. The suggested weight for Zion to be at is around 280 pounds, yet even that seems like a huge stretch for the big fella. Despite his inability to stay healthy for the Pelicans, New Orleans just gave Zion a massive 5-year, $193 million max extension, hoping that he can play to the elite level that everyone thinks that he can play up to. Zion was an absolute beast throughout high school and college, even getting comparisons to the great LeBron James and Michael Jordan in terms of athletic ability. The Pelicans are taking a huge risk signing Williamson to such a hefty contract, yet the potential reward is incredible. Zion needs to find a way to slim down and fast, otherwise he could go down as one of the greatest busts and what-ifs in NBA history, just like the next player on this list. And next up is Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry is one of the most infamous players in NBA history, and it's all due to his constant issues with his weight. Curry was known for putting in almost zero effort in trying to stay fit, including not even showing up to training camp with the Knicks one season. By the time he did show up to training camp, he looked at least 25 pounds overweight, if not more. Curry was listed at 7 feet tall and 295 pounds when he entered the league, yet he would balloon up to 350 pounds at his worst during his time in the NBA. Curry would go on to miss training camp the next 2 seasons after missing his first with the Knicks due to injuries, which were all directly connected to his massive weight. Curry had a very respectable 2007 season with the Knicks, putting up 19.5 points per game and 7 boards. Yet when it seemed like he might finally break out, his weight would cause more injuries and issues, sifting his development. The former number 4 overall pick was never able to stay in the lineup consistently, only playing in more than 70 games one time in his career. Curry had the potential to be a fantastic big man in the league, and he obviously showed flashes of it, yet his weight would always drag him down, and he will most likely go down as one of the most unhealthy players of all time. Being overweight, although not ideal, is not a deal breaker for making it into the NBA, as this list has shown. Yet for some players, the difference between perennial bench warmer and top tier talent could have just been a couple of pounds, but we may never know. But with that, that's all the time that we have for today's video, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that post notification bell so that you never miss another video. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time.